Joining me now is the New York City Council Minority Leader. That is Joe Borelli. Right, Joe, Mayor Adams says the migrant crisis has ruined New York. I personally think it's the open border policy which has ruined New York. What say you?
Well, I think we're seeing the unraveling of two experiments in social justice that progressives around the country have given us, both sanctuary city laws, which we have here, and the idea of an open border. When you think about sanctuary city laws, I mean, you have to go back to the Trump administration when there was little illegal immigration at the border, or the numbers were controlled, much less. Sanctuary city policy was a way for these woke progressives to do a cute little thing where they can strike back against Trump and say how progressive they are and how wonderful they are. Now, the multiplying factor has played a role. And now there's too many people, there's not enough resources, and the actual implications on cities of like New York are astronomical. This mayor is looking for the off-ramp, and I don't think he's going to find it.
But the end result surely is these people are here, they're staying, they're not going to go back, we're not going to deport them, we're not going to send them home, they're going to work. That's the reality, isn't it?
Under a Democratic government, there is no chance of them being deported. The only off-ramp is to find these folks jobs and get them out of our system. At the very least, that takes them off the city's, profit and loss margin.
Yeah. That would mean the open border policy won. They got what they wanted.
Correct.
Vastly increased the population of the country, changed the country forever. They won.
And as we saw in the last report by Madison, you see what it really would fundamentally do. It would change the policy whereby anyone who's seeking economic status in this country can simply get a work visa and work right away. That might be good with my New York City hat on, but in my American hat on, that's a very, very dangerous policy to implement.
Quickly, let's Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Here's what she says about the Green New Deal. Roll tape, please.
It is important to acknowledge that the scale and the scope of what we are proposing is massive, but the scale and the scope of the climate crisis is even bigger. And if we are not proactive about very aggressively and transformationally addressing our infrastructure, our workforce, our preparation for the climate crisis, then the costs of not addressing it are going to be far greater.
Joe, do you think that climate change is top of mind to New Yorkers at this moment?
No way, or at least not in the way she thinks. New York is sort of the prototype of crushing Green New Deal climate legislation at our local level. We're about to see a tower right down the road from here, One Bryant Park. This was a LEED Platinum building that opened a few years ago. Literally, Al Gore opened the building, cut the ribbon. Al Gore. This building is not even going to be able to comply with New York City's Green New Deal environmental laws, and it's going to face $2.5 million a year in fines. What does that mean now for people who live in her district in Queens who own a co-op or a condo? How are their old 50-year-old buildings going to adjust to those $1 million fines? So it's on people's minds, but not in the way progressives like her think it is.
Nicely done. Joe Borelli, thanks for joining us, sir. See you soon.